This should be live. What is going on, folks? All right, cool. I think we're good. What's going on, guys? Hope you are all doing well. We're gonna go through. We're gonna make sure everything is sweet. We're gonna wait for some people to jump on as well. Changing this format up a little bit, and pretty much it's essentially you guys can ask any question that you feel like you have related to anything ecom. We'll be here for about an hour. We'll see how we go. Let's see. Okay. Awesome. All right. Nice. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we'll come through. Let's see. Edit video. Click. Cool. Live streams. Done. All right. Where is my comment section? As you guys come in, if you could let me know exactly where you guys are from, where you guys are coming in from, that'd be huge. Just to connect with you all. Let's see. Let me also put this in my free groups. I think. Perfect. All right. Pin to feed. Cool. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay. Got it. See. Okay, while we do that, I will share. So we're running the end of our sale pretty much for our brand, and we're doing this thing where we're tracking incremental revenue. So, for example, like how things are performing. Whenever there's a sale, right? We're always increasing and pushing budgets. Pretty much you push the budgets, right? But the thing is, a lot of people forget that not every extra dollar spent on a marketing platform actually increases your revenue, because that's what's most important, right? If you're not incrementally tracking the benefit of every dollar spent, well, then you're going to actually have a lot more issues than you think, because you're essentially removing sorry, I'm just seeing some message. need to get more people coming through. We need to get this going, and then we should be sweet. Alrighty. As you guys are joining, just let me know where you guys are coming in from. And then we can get this started. You can pretty much ask any question related to ecom or related to anything like that. Yeah, that's kind of why we're doing this. And while we wait, I'm essentially just going to continue doing my work. Let's see here. See, chat. Literally can be any question. There's no restrictions whatsoever. If you want me to break down ads, review ads, any problem you may be facing, we can talk through it. Because Alright, cool. Okay. People watching. Can you? Oh wait, is my audio on actually? I actually don't know. Let me check. Yeah, it is. Never mind. Should be good. Alright guys, where are we at? Where are we at? Okay. Let's go. Okay, I'm just going to continue waiting for people to come through, and then while we do that, I'm just going to go and adjust budgets in our Facebook ad campaigns. As you guys come through, just roll. Let me know where you guys are coming from, and any questions that you have, feel free to chuck them in, because I'll try my best to add as much value as possible for you all, but we'll see. Right. So we're on track to what are we tracking to spend today? Probably like 15,000 on Facebook. We've made back how much have we made today? 50 grand. So pretty solid. It's like more than, what is that? 10 times return? More than? Pretty awesome. Alright guys. Let's go. Roll through. Let me know what questions you guys have. Claire. Hey Claire. Automotive detailing niche. Would thinking outside the box I don't quite understand. So, for example, getting into pet niche, baby niche, but within the auto detailing niche, that makes no sense. I'm sorry, Claire. If you can elaborate, I'd be happy to provide a little bit more insight. But just from that statement alone, it doesn't sound like it would be a feasible idea. But I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. So feel free to give further insights, because if you're in the automotive detailing niche, like, it's a very, very lucrative niche. We used to be in that niche as well. So I'm not 100% sure what you're trying to ask there. But I'll wait for your response and then we'll see. If you're trying to bring a product into the automotive industry, then I mean potentially, but again, it's very vague. Like the question is very vague. So maybe you can provide some detail on that. Not sure. Oh, like bring baby or pet products into the auto detailing niche, such as protective covers for your pet. I mean, okay, so it depends. It depends, Claire. It's like if you're trying to find a winner, I probably would not recommend doing what you're doing that. It's probably just not worth it. However, if you already have a winner already, like on your store, then 100% you can sell it as like an upsell, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, if it's like you don't have an existing winner and your store is like non-existent, then and you're trying to find that winner, it probably would not. I'd probably keep it as clear as possible. Yeah, Kareem, no worries. Yeah, you can send through your store and then I can review it live. But I'll ask you a few questions once I get it, because yeah. One campaign, 3 D2C. All right. How many variations in the 3 D2C? See, okay, so this is the thing, right? Like, I think that there's a common misconception when, for example, like just running ads is no longer enough, right? Like you need to have a good product. DCTs, yeah, that's fine. It's no problem at all. 4 variations. Okay, so if you do the math then, Kareem, right? If there's 3 DCTs with 4 variations in each of them, doesn't that mean there's 12 different total variations? Meaning that if you have a $50 spent, you're going to go 50, each variation is only going to spend $4 each. Doesn't seem like the math is going to, make sense. If you, like, just to be very, very blunt and clear, what's your target CPA, right? If your target CPA is $50, you're probably spending too little, right? Because unless your target CPA is like $10, then I would say you might be spending too little. Okay, so your target CPA is $35. So you see why this is an issue. So if you have 12 different variations, right? So 4 times 3 equals 12, right? And then if you take your 50 divided by 12, it's $4, meaning you're $31 away from spending, right? So to get a purchase in terms of your target. So your math is not, your expectations are not aligned. It's like me saying, oh guys, yeah, come and you want me to review your store? $1,000. It's like the expectation is misaligned, right? So yeah, I get that your margin per sale is $35, but that's not what I'm trying to get at here. Your expectation when going into Facebook is skewed, right? You have 3 DCTs, right? 4 variations each, meaning you have 12 total variations, okay? And then you're going to spend max, assuming they all spend equally across the 12 different variations, you're only going to spend $4 per variation. But your target CPA, your target CAC is $35. So we're $31 off the mark. If I were you, I'd probably go $50, 1 DCT, 4 variations. Then at least from there, you have 50 divided by 4, right? $12.50 per variation. And you can get lucky with a sale with that, right? But just the way that you're doing it, I don't know where you got it from, but it's I mean, I'm sorry to say, bro, like the $50 is being wasted today. Like this is why I'm trying to do this, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to grill you, but I mean, hopefully you learn from it. Just because it's just nonsensical, right? Yeah, so you can definitely send me a store. I'm happy to help, right? But at the same time, like you have to, like, this is business, right? And then this is like, if you joke around, like, unfortunately the only person that's going to get burnt is you, right? Because you're the one that has to spend the money, right? What's the store? I don't, Korean, there's no link. Maybe if you're sending a link, it actually gets blocked. But dude, like, Korean, like, here, let me just send you, I'm going to send you guys, I don't know if you guys have access to this, but I have a free course, right? Here, I'm going to link it, right? It's a free course, right? It's like 8 hours long, and like, go get some learning. The product is trending currently. Yeah, great. I can't see the URL occurring for some reason. I think if you send the URL because you're not because of spam, it doesn't come through. So you might have to get rid of the .com and then just tell me what the .com is. But that's essentially your biggest issue, right? You're not spending enough, and probably your ads suck too. Like, no offense to you, but it's just most people when they try to get into this ad game, your ads are just horrible, and that's another reason why that's another reason why you spend $50 and you don't get a sale. Interesting. So it's interesting that you auto select the 2 units. Like, that scares people off, just FYI, right? I probably would not do that, because truthfully, this product, like, you haven't even proved anything to them yet. However, you're telling them, yo, buy 2 for 150, right? Like, they don't even know what it is at this point. The product page is intended to help people to buy, right? So you want to kind of reduce that friction as much as possible. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can share screen. Sure. Give me a second. Just got to close up everything. All right. Cool. I will. I'll go through your thing. Just give me a second. I just got to close all my company docs, so that nothing gets leaked or. Bank account. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Let's start diving through your store. Alrighty. Here we are. Okay, so let me just quickly translate it. So it's in German. Okay, yeah, so I mean, I don't know when it became popular to do like, so don't stack this, right? Because this portion here, it looks like literal visual diarrhea, right? And the fact that you don't have any people in the photos is a very concerning to me, right? You lead with a 50% off offer, right? Which is probably not the best play in my opinion, because you're immediately giving off the vibe that it's cheap or discounted, right? And if it's cheap and discounted, then no one like it's not of value, right? You should definitely stack these so that uh, people can scroll through them, right? And then as you go down, right, on the page, it should follow. The stack should follow you, right? So let's imagine that's the end of the stack. It should follow you down the page, right? And then yeah, like people photos. You just need more people in like the avatars that you're trying to sell to, right? In the photos, in the environment that you're trying to sell it in. So you're missing all of that, right? Also, I don't know if this is translated correctly, but these are all specs. No one cares about this, bro. Like straight up, no one cares about this. People want to know what's in it for them, right? Why would they care about this bag, right? The only one that kind of kind of applies is this €58 per flight. But even then, that's like not worth paying $75 in my opinion. Right? It's just not worth the hassle. You got to think about like what the emotive benefits are, right? Like, fit like never have to check in a bag ever again. Never have to have lost luggage ever again, right? Have multiple outfits for a weekend trip, right? Like choice, or the freedom of choice. High quality. No, everyone is high quality, dude. Like everyone says they're high quality, and everyone knows that that's a load of crap. That's just the reality of it, right? Let's check your mobile view. Okay, so mobile view is a little bit better, right? But again, like I would not auto select this because you're adding a friction point, right? You're like, oh yeah, you can buy two. Why would they need two, right? If they haven't even been convinced that they need to buy one. The other thing is, like, if you ever look at this as from a CRO perspective, your black button here, right, blends in with this black button as well as this black button and this black button, and also your logo. So their eyes are not drawn to any part of this page, right? Like if we flip that though, if we flip that script, look what is like popping up, which is the shop, this purple. So I would highly recommend having some sort of like very high vis color here. That's just like basic CRO. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, it really needs real pictures. Yeah, that's right. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're talking about quality. Everyone talks about quality, dude. Like no one cares, honestly. It's always what's in it for me, right? Why should I buy this bag? And if you tell me quality, I'll be like, get the hell out. Like get out. Like it's not. That's not good enough. Um, in just very plain context, like it's just not good enough. Um, it's bland and boring, and that's not why people buy. People buy because they want to get out of pain, right? Or they want to run towards pleasure, right? It's one or the other. And out of those two, the higher motivator, like the bigger motivator, is always going to be getting out of pain, right? So, what are some pain points that you can talk about when doing this? I mean, it's okay, Kareem. Look, this is all part of learning, right? It's all part of learning. So don't worry about it. Um, but yeah, look, it's not good enough. I would not feel comfortable if anyone I knew launched this, because I know for a fact Facebook will take your money gladly. Um, Kareem also, so to summarize, having too many creatives with such a low budget is pointless. Yeah, in my opinion, it is, because like, why? Like, would you like we've done this too, right? We spend like 15, like anywhere from 10 to 15,000 a day on our brand, and on our creative testing, rather than having like 36 creatives per week, we've actually nailed that down to about 6 per week, right? Because we have $7,000 per week to test on creatives, meaning we have $1,000 extra per day on 6 different creatives as opposed to 36. Um, so higher the budget or lower the amount of creatives. Yeah, exactly, exactly. But if because you're and I don't mean to assume, I'm going to assume that you're a beginner. If you're a beginner, go lower creatives and actually take the time to learn what creatives actually work. Because $50 when you're getting started in this can go very very quickly. And if you're not careful, like yeah, you're gonna be left with your all of your money gone. But yeah, if you want, I'm happy to review your creatives as well. But overall, I feel like that's probably your biggest issue. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh right. Yeah. Sure. Um. Actually, I don't really feel like going to that library right now. But I can see. Meh. Who taught you how to write copy as well? Some improvements, I think, that we could make. Oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong ones. My mistake, my mistake. It's actually bad. Not bad, not bad. You've improved your copy, so it's quite good. Um, Good job. Okay, pack your smart travel. Smart pack. Yeah. Save up to £58 euro for your package. Like, I don't think that's like compelling, in my opinion. Anyone who's gonna buy like a 80 to $100 duffel does not really, in my opinion, like the people that you want to buy, they don't care about €58. Restored to high quality materials. Yeah, I mean, again with the high quality materials. Like it's your word versus mine. Like if I say it's bad quality and you say it's good quality, how can you what can you do? It's a problem. Yeah. Kareem, where are you learning all this from? Because I'm surprised that you feel confident enough to launch this kind. No, Kareem, let's recalibrate, right? If you that's a lie. You say your ads performed pretty well. I'm going to say that no, your ads did not perform well. They looked like they did, but at the end of the day, if you're not making sales, they did not perform well, bro. That's just the truth. The brutal, harsh truth. And it's okay. Like, it happens, right? We launch creatives all the time that don't get sales. But, you know, if my team was to say that, like, I'd probably fire them. It makes no sense. Your ads only perform if they get you sales. You can look at the vanity metrics like click-through rate, cost per clicks, so on and so forth. But they're not that valuable, in my opinion. Unless they actually drive a sale or drive a prospect that's going to buy. So yeah, let's make sure we clear up that. All right, who's next? Any other questions? Or any other people that want their stores reviewed? Give me some help. Okay. So we've got 5 other people in here. Do you guys have anything? Okay. Kareem again. I thought for cheap and a high CTR, the ads are good. No. Well, like, Kareem, there is a degree of that. Yes, 100%. 100%, right? But it's like a partnership, right? So yes, perhaps the ads like gets people over, right? If it has a good click-through rate. Actually, I'm watching your ad now. Yeah, your ad's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's just because like the moment you get onto your website, Kareem, it just screams like dropshipping, right? So like I would highly like recommend before you run any more ads, just add photos of people using the product in like a bedroom, in an airline, like go for a flight. Take a photo, or find a photo of someone on a flight, right? Because it just looks really out of it. So yeah, your store is, yeah, you're right. The store is the job, like it is the store's job to convert the customer, right? But at the same time, I mean, we talked about your thing anyway. Lost Soul. Yeah, like I'm actually really curious, guys. Like, where are you learning how to get into this game? Lost Soul, you can't I don't know if you sent a link, but if you did, just make sure you remove the .com or the dot whatever, because I think YouTube blocks it. So. But yeah. Like this, your ads actually, Kareem, are quite good. Like if you just fix up the product page, I'm pretty confident you'll get sales. And also you fix up your ad account structure. I'm pretty sure you like if it's a viral product, I'm sure you'll get sales. Yeah. Yeah, also make sure you check in your um, yeah. Okay, so um, yep. I mean, they're all very credible people, right? Like the Ecom King, Nick Terrio, Davey. They're all like they're really good at this, right? The only problem is that you need to contextualize the information for you as a beginner, right? So, for example, the DCTs, the three DCTs, is something that Nick Terrio talks about, right? It's something that we use in the Facebook world. But the problem is that whenever he launches anything, it's probably $500, right? As opposed to your $4 per unit. So that's the issue, right? In terms of product page as well. I mean, I know for a fact Davy's like free ecom has better teaching. So it's either you did not see that, maybe you missed it, which is okay. Like just go back and review and see. But yeah, man, Kareem, like I'll put this link again in the chat. Like just join, take a look at the free stuff that we have, right? And then just learn because yeah, there's a lot of learnings that you could probably take on. Oh, Modicea, hey man, how you doing? From Sydney. What's going on, bro? Okay, so Lost Soul. Oh man, Kareem, dude. Okay, so this is the problem. All right, you are literally just spitting out names. So again, what I'm telling you is you need to contextualize the information, right? You need to use that brain of yours because I know for a fact you can, right? If let's say for example, like let's just run the basis of like what you're asking, right? So it's like, oh, I also said like the Viram John talked about testing with one DCT. Okay, well, what's the point of that comment? Because you're not doing one DCT, right? So it's almost like a wasted comment, right? Like it's contradictory in nature. So let's kind of like strip it all back, right? Contextually, like make the information that you're consuming contextually relevant for you. Because otherwise, you're gonna go on this flywheel. And right now, the reason I'm being really forward about this is because I've been there. Right? I've been exactly where you're at. I've had people tell me XYZ, right? And it took me ages. But I'm telling you, the way you get out of that is to think, right? Take the information, think about it. Don't just blindly apply it. Even what I'm telling you, don't just go blindly apply it. I'm telling you these things so that you can use your brain to make a sound decision. No, I get it. It's really difficult. I get it, right? And that's why I'm doing this, right? Because I also was in a situation like you, right? 10 years ago when I graduated as a CPA, I had no freaking clue. I was one of the smartest people. I feel like I was one of the smartest people in my group. However, despite that, because of all of the information back then, right? And people telling me to do XYZ, right? I went into 1, 2, 3 mentorships, $5,000 each, right? And then had it all wasted, right? Not because of their fault, but because of mine, right? Because I I was not able to contextually make it relevant for my situation. Got it? So yeah, just you need to uh, take a breath, right? Because I get it. I get why you're feeling like that. Because I've been there, right? But now we're good, right? We're overseas. Like we've moved from Sydney. Modesty here is from my hometown, Sydney, and yeah, we made it, right? Not because we're still on our journey. But what I'm trying to tell you, Kareem, is that you need to take that time to really kind of like discern what people are trying to say. Who's the person that's right? Who's the person that's wrong? Who's actually doing this, right? Those are decisions that you have to make. And yeah, let's go. Lost Soul. This is in Arabic. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the product, like automatically I can tell, like the product is, I don't know, Lost, are you making sales with this store? Um, yeah, that's right, that's right. Um, that's why like these, that's why this economy, like in the today's day and age, is very difficult, right? Because there's more information than ever, right? So you need to latch onto people who have been where you are and are able to pave the way and give you clarity. Otherwise, yeah, like Losol said, you're stuck in this trial of error, trial and error, right? Uh, okay, 131K in 3 years. Yeah, I mean that's great, fantastic job. I think that's great, man. Congrats. That's props to you. Really, really good. Um, hyper dopamine content. Is it the thing where they're following like the maze runner things, top and bottom? Um, the product wasn't the greatest option, but I wanted to get into the Middle Eastern market. Yeah, since it was unique, great. Yeah, that's good. It's good. Like, yeah, your product is you got great photos, right? Like, fantastic job on getting the photos there. Um, is it selling right now? Because at 150 USD, that's pretty intense. Nice, nice. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I'm no longer with them, by the way, just in case, you know. So, I mean, yeah, the product page looks fine. The question I ask is, you know, are sales being made? And yeah, I'd probably use like a few more, um, like try to improve a few things. Right? Let me just Google Translate it. Yeah, like one other thing that you can do is like do an us versus them, right? Like the cost of compare the cost of like professional laser hair removal, for example, right? Or like the waxing stuff, and compare it to your product, and show like what kind of savings you're gonna get, right? So I'll do that for sure. Modus just so you guys know, so um, I just came back from a conference last week, right? The price of entry is you need to have verified over seven figures in a month in a year, and we had over 150 people there, and the no one was talking about this hyper dopamine content. No one. I'm not saying that it won't work. It's just that if you want to look at if you want to follow the footsteps of people who are doing like 7, 8, 9 figures, right? I would probably follow them as opposed to like this hyper dopamine content. I mean, it's definitely worthwhile testing. I'm not saying that's not a valid point. Like I think you should test it, 100% you should. But if you don't, then I mean, just go back to the basics of for your creatives. Do you still use the same structure? Are you talking about Facebook ads, Mauricio? Just FYI, like when I was part of that group, things have changed a lot. So no, I do not use that same structure anymore. I don't. It's completely outdated. Yeah. Andrew, do you recommend registering? Okay, so Andrew, I'm going to assume that you're in the United States, right? Because you're talking about LLCs, right? It depends, right? Like if you have an EIN, because you're individual, like you can get an EIN as an individual, you can definitely do that. However, if you're just doing drop shipping, right, and you just want to get started in this, you don't need to. You can just use your personal name. Just use your social, right? And just get started. And once you've got like your first 10,000, which my free course will help you to get to, then you start the LLC. Personally though, for me, I always start an LLC ahead of time, because whenever we try to start something, we always try to look for the end in mind. So if you really want to make this something that, you know, is going to be long lasting, 100% I would recommend starting an LLC. And if you use like someone like Northwest Agents or whatever it is, it's not that expensive either, right? A couple $100. Not a big deal, you know? So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Do you recommend a different Facebook strategy for dropshippers? No, like it's the same. Like at the end of the day, it's the same structure, right? It just means like you can't have a complex thing. So, Kareem, like if you're gonna do this, right? One CBO, right? One campaign, one DCT, right? 4 variations, $50. I would just do that. Yeah, no worries, Andrew. Hope that helps. But yeah, just $50. Put it in the DCT. But one thing I will suggest, however, is actually no, don't go fully broad, especially if your pixel doesn't have any data. In my opinion, I would, even though like Facebook's algorithm is kind of geared towards finding out who your ideal audience is from the actual creative and the copy. I like to, if you're starting out a new brand, a new ad account, like 100%, 100% try to narrow that audience down a little bit. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. I appreciate you being around. Yeah, have a great day. Yeah, so like no, yeah, I wouldn't go fully broad, because okay, I go broad too, right? But you gotta understand this, dude. Like let me just again, let me just make it very obvious to you. Okay, Kareem, imagine everyone tells you like, oh Kareem, if you jump off a bridge, they're gonna give you $1 million, right? Would you jump off a bridge? Right? Probably not. Okay? So with that same logic, you need to apply it to these big YouTubers, right? So let's just break it down for a second, right? If using broad now is 100%, it is the way to go, 100%. But what is the difference between a completely open audience and if you use an interest, like for example travel, that still has over 200 million like potential search volume on potential people to reach on Facebook, what's the difference? It's still broad, right? But you're putting constraints into it because you're trying to guide the system, right? But when you're getting started, if you're saying broad, right, they're going to show it to all kinds of people that actually don't care about travel. And it can work, right? But also, you probably don't have an unlimited budget. Unless you do, then it's fine. Just go broad and you will eventually probably get sales as long as you fix up those conversion rate principles I told you about, right? Because Facebook takes time to figure out who your ideal audience is, right? So at the beginning, if you have limited budget, right, your pixel has no data, right? And you don't know who you're speaking to, right? I would highly recommend putting in some sort of constraints to guide the machine. Now that, my friend, is how you contextually make information out there relevant to you. And you use critical thinking. Because yeah, you can go broad, right? But they also don't understand your budget. They don't understand how much money you have. They don't understand how much risk tolerance you have as well. Got it? So that's why, yeah, broad constraints. Exactly right. Just for reference, like we spend 15K a day as well, right? Like it's not small money, and we go all broad, just FYI. But at the same time, our Pixel has over 50,000 purchases, so like there's a bit of a difference, you know. That's the only reason why you don't want to go broad at the beginning, because it's going to take time to figure out who your audience is. Hope that clears it up, and I hope that helps you. Cool. Okay, awesome. Any other questions, guys? Otherwise, I mean, we still got 5 minutes. We'll hang out. But any other questions? Otherwise, I really have to get going and prepare for my next meeting. But yeah, you guys let me know. I'll leave this on until right until the end. Yeah, no problem, Kareem. I hope that I'm glad that this helped you, and I hope that you can go and apply that, and then you use that lens to whenever you're like getting information, right, and moving forward. I mean, Mauricio, again, it's the same thing, right? Like, it depends on your budget. If you, obviously, you don't want to go broad for collecting leads if, if you want, like, quicker results, I would definitely, try to put some restraints. However, if broad is fine, as long as it'll get there, as long as you have that risk tolerance allowed to spend, right? I don't do traditional dropshipping anymore. No, I buy businesses. I teach people how to set up real businesses, because a lot of dropshippers, unfortunately, they're all pump and dumps, and I don't like that. If you watch, there's a video, Kareem, on my channel. If you want to figure out like what kind of person I am or what kind of thing, then yeah, go watch it. Currently running a 7-figure brand that I bought recently, and also head of marketing for an 8-figure. Our Pixel has over 100 leads. Oh yeah, then definitely go broad. What is here? 100% go broad. No problem. Andrew, should I protect myself with liability insurance when starting? I mean, that's why you don't want to start with electronics with batteries, right? You can get some basic coverage if you have an LLC, right? It doesn't hurt. Just a couple, like it's not too expensive, so you can definitely do that. it's not necessary though, especially if you're going to sell a product that is not harmful to the human race. um, but yeah, guys, I also have my Instagram and my daily tips if you guys want to hear from me daily. Just insights of what we're doing, how you can apply it. I'll also throw in the free course that's going to help you get to 10K in the chat if you guys want to jump into that as well. Let me pin message. Cool. So I've pinned that message for you guys. Do you do CBO campaign for broad audience? How to start off with? Yeah, Modestia. So if you're gonna start this out, right? I'm surprised that you have over 100 leads, but you've never run ads. Anyway, benefit of the doubt. I would set up a CBO 100%. If you have existing winning audiences, set up one ad set that has all of your winners in there, and then every week create 3 ads that is intended to beat the other the control, right? And then if it doesn't, you can determine this depending on it depends on what's it called? Sorry, I'm just getting distracted. Whether or not that ad set gets spent, and then your actual leads internally. My friend is a builder actually, and he's doing ads. He's crushing it right now. I mean, Kareem, it's up to you whether or not it's free, right? It shows you how to do everything, in my opinion, that you need to know. It's also got like templates and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, I'm not gonna beg you to go get a free thing. I couldn't care less, in my opinion. But just know it will help. All right, guys. I gotta head to my next call. Any last questions? Otherwise, yeah, we'll cut this here and go from there. Let's see. All right, guys. Yep. Thank you so much for hanging around, and yeah, have a great week. I'll catch you guys next time. Ladies, guys. Bye.